Hi, I'm Stuart Oldmeadow.
And I'm Brad Pearce.
Welcome to the Miles Quarterly Update. Now, we're continually being stopped in the street by people saying, how is the market going?
And of course, our response with everybody is the market's actually quite fine at this point in time, really. The election on the 18th of May will be interesting just to see which party comes through there. There's a couple of key things that we think you should do some research on, one being the negative gearing, of course, and the capital gains tax. Do some research on that, we suggest. In terms of the residential arena, the residential sales, it's actually quite fine, isn't it? April has been a terrific month for us. We had 34 sales during the month of April, and that's taking into account the long weekends and the Easter break, etc. We had great clearance prior to that for this quarter as well, and what we are knowing is that if the property doesn't sell on the day of auction, it's certainly selling in the sort of week leading after that. So that's great news.
It's interesting that often on that Monday night or the Tuesday night, there's actually a second or a third party bidding. So
that's right.
It's interesting that there is competition.
Absolutely. Of course, with the election looming, there is a little bit of activity with the investors as well, which is interesting, trying to get in before the election, etc., and perhaps the end of the year. So we'll see how that plays out throughout this year as well.
Absolutely, yeah. A lot more people out and about at Opens in general, and clearances are up, which is excellent.
Absolutely.
Which is excellent.
The residential property management department, Stuart?
Yes, our residential rentals. Well, we always pride ourselves at Miles on being well below the Melbourne clearance rate, the vacancy rate. So Melbourne-wide, 2.2%.
And the Miles real estate?
0.75%.
Yeah, fantastic. Great teamwork that we've got there.
Oh, absolutely. And it's interesting when we look at our average rent per week, it's up on last year. So last year was about 447 per week. This year, 463, which is good. And our average days on market, again, we're well better than Melbourne's average. So we're about 31 days on market. And it's interesting that some of the houses at the higher end are taking a little bit longer, but a lot of the units, townhouses, apartments, they're going fairly quickly, which is good.
Now, of course, the commercial and industrial arena for all Miles is going incredibly well.
Yeah, so far so good. It's interesting, I suppose there's two segments of the market. There's the retail and the industrial sort of commercial side of it. Retail is patchy, and it has continued to be sort of as of late last year. The industrial and sales and leasing side of things really remains very, very steady. So talking to Paul Evans about that this morning, they're certainly cautiously optimistic on that side. Now, given April had a number of interruptions with the long weekends and the Easter break, they've got 5 campaigns which have commenced this week. So they're all online at the moment, and some very substantial and very good quality properties coming to market, which is great. One of note is 50 Upper Heidelberg Road. It's the office suites there, which you'll know. So it's 440 square metres of office suite, stunning views, huge terrace area, and best thing is 14 car spaces down below, right in the heart of Ivanhoe.
Terrific.
So chasing low 3 millions for that, and really that is an exceptional offering in the heart of Ivanhoe.
Terrific. So, ladies and gentlemen, we think that the market is actually quite stable at the moment, just to give you a little bit of a wrap, and we look forward to the end of 2000, or the mid and the end of 2019. For a little note of interest, for those that you who have met him, Paul Carbone has actually just been married, so that's great news from the team at Miles. We wish him and his wife Larissa all the very best.
Absolutely. Thank you for watching. If we can assist in any way, please do not hesitate. Thank you again.